Hi, and thanks for looking. I'd like to take the time out to kind of give you a walk around of my 67 Pontiac GTO 400 high output 4-speed convertible. This car is an original regimental red with parchment interior, white top, 4-speed convertible. The car is all original sheet metal with no replacement quarter panels, Bondo, etc., so on and so forth. The car has mostly original paint, and the car actually shows very well. The car was Z-barred in 1979, so you'll see a couple of holes here. Was actually where they installed the Z-bar in the car, but you can see that this whole jam was never painted. It's the original regimental red lacquer, as is most of the vehicle. As we look as kind of a buyer's guide for 67 GTO, and I know there's quite a few out there for sale, but I wanted to give kind of an overview of my experience with GTOs and rust issues, numbers, things like that. So if I'm talking too much, please tune out, but for the serious buyers out there, I thought that would be pertinent. First thing we're looking at is the door skin to door shell definition. As you can see, there's spot welds in various places, and that's completely original and completely stock and completely normal. And as we get to the bottom edge of the door, so where the door shell and the door skin meets, well, very commonly this area right here will rust. Now this is a mixture of some dirt and a little bit of WD-40 and various stuff, but when these cars are repainted or repaired, this seam is completely gone. So this seam will be completely flat, because what happens is water collects here, it bubbles this out, this rots, and you have what's now a flat area here. And you can see that this area is completely unmolested, completely untouched. All spot welds are in place and all that good stuff. And then also, as you see, is if the car was painted and they didn't take care in taking it apart, the strikers would obviously be painted. All the original stoppers are in place for the doors, and these doors shut so solidly. I mean, all this stainless is original on this car, door handles, door trim, etc., so on and so forth. This car came with a rear seat speaker. The original owner did not like the rear seat speaker, so he had the dealer install a speaker in the driver's side door that is actually operated by the rear seat speaker, and that was done in May of 1967. And I thought it was pretty much day two and period corrects, and I did not want to replace the door card because it is original to the car, so I left that alone. The original radio does work. All the gauges, lights, signals, they all work as designed. If you look at the bright work and the stainless work, typically we'll see pitting on these kind of areas, very prone to pitting and things like that. This vehicle has no pitting on any of the stainless or pot metal parts. As we go inside the car, also pot metal on the ends of the convertible top header. These are also original to the car, as well as the visors. I mean, everything is original to the car, so I don't want to keep reiterating that. But you can see it's also in very nice condition. The visors are not loose in any way, shape, or form. Original rearview mirror. This is actually the original wood in the dash. A lot of times these become waterlogged and things like that, and they don't look great. But this is all original to the car. You'll see it has the rally cluster. Car's got 88,000 miles on it. All the gauges work. And also you'll see this is an original 4-speed car. The 4-speed is original. The engine, transmission, rear end, everything is original to the car, down to the alternator, carburetor, etc. You'll see that these seats are original to the car. They were built by the Naugahyde Corporation and have 1966 date codes on the car, because this was a 1966 build car. The only thing that is not original to the car would be the convertible top, which was replaced last year, and I actually have the original convertible top, as well as the boot. The boot is a reproduction. I have the original boot. It shrunk a little bit, but I do have it. Custom seat belts, you'll see. These cars originally came with metal seat backs, and the reproductions are plastic. You can see these are definitely 100% tin. Now this is actually a Sport Deluxe steering wheel. This car did not come with a Sport Deluxe steering wheel. It was a very popular option in 1967. These steering wheels yielded in NOS condition, which this one is, about $2,000, but I thought it was a great touch for the car, and it was added to the car because I thought it really made the car. Now let's move on to the quarter panels. These quarters are original to the car.